Hello and welcome to Raymond James Stadium for Mayhem 2. We were actually at Raymond James Stadium last year for an event, but we are back here again at an enlarged Raymond James Stadium for Mayhem. We have trucks, mostly from Game Boy 3800's pack, meme pack specifically, and we will race 16 trucks to figure out a winner. We'll move on to the finals. So with that, let's move on to a track demonstration. Here we have a CRD chassis flipped upside down, and with a little bit of a parts randomizer we will see later in freestyle, we'll demonstrate how the track will work. A truck will go up the ramp here, go across the finish line, starting the first lap essentially. We'll have to make it around these tires far better than we just did right now. And then they have this big straightaway to build up quite a lot of speed, but they'll have to get rid of that speed somehow in order to make this turn right here, back to the starting line and up over the ramps here. That will then bring them across the finish line, but they are not done just yet, as they have one more lap to go, the exact same pattern as before. Obviously this will be mirrored for the opposite lane that we are demonstrating in, but with that, let's get on to the first round of racing. For our first round of racing, we have Son of a Mother versus Diesel Bluther. Looks like Diesel Bluther having a little bit of a slow start there. As we learned last year at Mayhem, these diesel-powered trucks do seem to have a slower acceleration. We will see, however, what happens here, although it seems Son of a Mother does seem to be going down the straightaway far better. Son of a Mother with quite the lead over Diesel Bluthers. Well, from what it sounds like, Diesel Bluthers is able to put down quite a bit of power, but Son of a Mother with that better acceleration seems to be pretty much at the end here. Making the final turn, Son of a Mother seems to have a little bit of time making that turn as Diesel Bluther just starts out his turn. And Son of a Mother will be your winner for round one. Diesel Bluther having a little bit of trouble on the landing there. Up next we have Marky Jester's The Bounty Hunter and Capybara. As you can see, Marky Jester, The Bounty Hunter, does have a jet engine in the back. That will not be used for racing, but if the parts randomizer will let us, we might use it in freestyle later. Who knows? We'll see. Capybara seems to take it a little wide in the straightaway here. Entering the turn, it seems Marky Jester took it a little bit tighter. Gets across the line first, finishing up lap 1. The next turn here, Marky Jester taking the turn tighter once again. Capybara going very wide this time in the straightaway. Coming out of the final turn, Marky Jester has the lead, and it will be Marky Jester who wins round 1. Up next we have Grave Hunter versus Forward Fred. Grave Hunter getting a little bit of a slap wheelie out of that initial ramp there. Both of these trucks seem to have quite a bit of power entering the first turn here. Grave Hunter keeping it fairly smooth, keeping up his speed up over the ramps both trucks go. Both seem to take it a little wide, have a little trouble on the landing too. They seem to be fairly even entering this next turn. Coming down the straightaway, topping out their speedometers. Entering the final turn here, this is where it'll be determined who wins. They seem fairly close, but it will be Grave Hunter who crosses the line first. Up next, we have a big Megalodon and Ocean Boother. Now this was done by a random number generator, so this is very interesting indeed to determine the bracket. But yeah, we have Megalodon on the double-scaled CRD chassis. A bit of an interesting thing here about the double-scale chassis is that the engine overheats very quickly. So kind of had to tap on the throttle a little bit in order to prevent the engine from overheating. It seemed Whale Blue there had a little trouble in the turn as the big Megalodon's just making it right around this track. I figured the unable or the inability for the big Megalodon to kind of floor it would kind of hamper it here. But it seems like the big Megalodon has crossed the line before Ocean Boother. Up next, we have Spookest of Giraffe and Maximum Disappointment. Once again, these two trucks coming very fast down the straightaway here. Maximum Disappointment not really having the suspension set up for a race is really struggling in the turns. I think you'd even see in the straightaway that the truck was leaning quite a bit. Coming into the next turn here, Spookest of Giraffes has a little bit of a lead over Maximum Disappointment. Maximum Disappointment taking it wide, swerving a little in the straightaway. And it looks like Spookest of Giraffes heading up that racing ramp will get the win here for round one. Up next we have Shrek and Long Bluther. Long Bluther making a pretty nice turn around that initial turning pole. For such a long vehicle, seems to have quite a lot of acceleration. Now I did use whatever tuning came with the preset, so this is entirely the tuning from the truck. Seems to have quite a bit of speed coming through the straightaways and the turns. Up over the final ramp, and Long Bluther is your winner for round one, leaving Shrek far behind. And Shrek is now crossing over that finish line. Up next we have Spoderman and Backwards Bob. Coming into the turn here, Spoderman seemed to have a little bit of trouble in that initial turn. Spoderman is your winner from last year's Mayhem, so let's see whether they can get their spot back. Well, it doesn't quite look like it, as Backwards Bob is getting some pretty good turns here. Down the straightaway, both trucks seem to be taking it a little bit wide. Entering the initial turns here. Up over the ramps, it's going to be close, but it's Backwards Bob who barely beats out Spoderman. And for our final race of round one, we have Freak Show and Doge Destruction. Freak Show having a little bit of trouble in the turn here. Manages to recover very quickly, though. Might not have been quick enough as Doge Destruction makes it right around the turn here. Doge Destruction also making it into the final round of racing at last year's Mayhem. Entering the final turn here, Doge Destruction is quite the lead on Freak Show. And it looks like it will be Doge Destruction taking the final win for round 1. Quite a few interesting races in round 1, but here we have the bracket leading into round 2. Half the field remains. Only one of these trucks can take the championship in racing, and thus move on to the World Finals later this year, or next year, again. So with that, let's move on to the round 2. Up first for round 2, we have Son of a Mother and Marky Jester's The Bounty Hunter. Seems like Son of a Mother had a little bit of a better time turning there. Son of a Mother with a pretty decent lead over Marky Jester so far. Marky Jester taking absolutely wide in that turn. But Marky Jester needs Son of a Mother to make some kind of mistake if they have any hopes of catching up. Son of a Mother having a little bit of an interesting strategy in the turn here. Making it around the final turn. Coming over the starting line as the Bounty Hunter makes its turn, and Son of a Mother takes the win for round 2. Up next we have Grave Hunter against the upscaled Megalodon. Getting a little bit of a slow start here. Megalodon comes right up over the ramp. Grave Hunter coming right around the turn here. Megalodon seeming to have a little bit of trouble trying to keep that engine cool. Grave Hunter with a little trouble in that second turn here. Seems to get out of it pretty quickly. Megalodon seeming to struggle in that lane a little bit, it seems. Either that or just trying to keep the engine from overheating. Grave Hunter is taking that turn fairly well. Coming down the straightaway before Megalodon's even had a chance to get into that lane. And it looks like Grave Hunter will be your winner for round 2, crossing the finish line before Megalodon's even started their turn. Once again, that engine does overheat very quickly, so trying to keep it cool is a bit of a challenge here. Up next, we have Spookest of Giraffes versus Longbluther. Looked like Longbluther took a little bit of time to get around that turn more than last time. Spookest of Giraffes has taken quite a significant lead here. That long chassis on Longbluther seems to be having some problems now for the truck. Longbluther coming into the straightaway. Spookest of Giraffes making that final turn. It looks like it will be Spookest of Giraffes who takes the win against Longbluther. Up next, we have Backwards Bob and Doge Destruction. Both of these trucks going full speed down the straightaway. Backwards Bob entering the turn first here. Backwards Bob with a bit of a lead here coming into the turn. Doge Destruction following close behind. Into the final turn here. Backwards Bob still holding on to that lead. Coming out of the turn is Doge Destruction, not even halfway through, and it will be Backwards Bob taking the win for round 2. And with only 4 trucks remaining, only 2 of them can make it into the final round. So here we have the bracket leading into the semifinals. Again, only 1 truck will take the championship here. So let's move on to the semifinals to see who our champions will be. Starting us off for the semifinals, we have Son of a Mother versus Grave Hunter. Couple of trucks based on the 1950 Chevy. Seems like we do have kind of a son of a digger, grave digger race here, so we're going to see which of these 2 trucks will come out on top. Both trucks do seem to be fairly even. Son of a Mother is taking the turns rather tightly, it seems. Grave Hunter having a little bit of problems in the straightaway. Manages to straighten it out, but it looks like that gave Son of a Mother just enough of a lead. Son of a Mother is taking it a bit wide. Is it enough for Grave Hunter? Doesn't look like it, as Son of a Mother will move on to the final round. And for our final race of the semifinals, it's Spookest of Giraffes versus Backwards Bob. Coming through the turn, looks like Backwards Bob in a little trouble. Spookest of Giraffes trying to find a bit of a straight line to go along. Backwards Bob having some trouble through the turns now, it seems. Spookest of Giraffes does take the lead. Takes a very nice turn around that tire stack. Entering the turn here for the final turn, Spookest of Giraffes takes it tighter. And it will be Spookest of Giraffes who moves on to the final round. Over here in the left lane, we have Son of a Mother. Son of a Mother's been in this lane all day, and it seems to be going pretty well. So we'll see if they can beat their competitor over in the right lane, who's also at that lane, who hasn't actually been in that lane today. It will be Spookest of Giraffes. Once again, Spookest of Giraffes has had some luck here at the big Tampa map. But we'll see which of these 2 trucks, based on, again, 1950 Chevy bodies. Seems to be quite a lot of those, frankly. Well, anyway, we'll see which of these 2 trucks will make it on to the finals later in the year. Or next year. We'll see. So with Son of a Mother and Spookest of Giraffes staged, only one will win. Who's it gonna be? Let's find out now. Entering the first turn here, Son of a Mother has it really tight. down the straightaway. Spookest of Giraffes taking it a little bit wide here. Going kind of down the middle of the straightaway. Coming through the turn, Son of a Mother still manages to hold on to that lead. Quite a big bounce from both of those, but those are much bigger ramps than any previous racing ramp we've had this year. Spookest of Giraffes going up on 3 wheels in that turn. Son of a Mother still with quite the lead. Coming into the final turn here. Spookest of Giraffes just narrowly missing that turning pole, but it will be Son of a Mother who takes the win for Mayhem 2. That's right, Son of a Mother is your winner here at Raymond James Stadium, the upscaled Raymond James Stadium. And we will see them at the finals, either again this year or next year. We still have one more event to go after this one before the finals. So with that, hopefully we'll see Son of a Digger race against Son of a Mother at the finals. We'll have to see. The Son of a Digger doesn't have a spot yet. In fact, we don't have any Grave Digger with a spot yet. But with that said, I will see you again in freestyle.